Okay, now before I actually go into the training of Sun style Tai Chi, I feel it is important for us to really understand the history and the connections of Sun style Tai Chi to me and obviously to Faye, my wife. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share a screen and try to give you some quick introduction because time is quite short. So we'll do a very quick introduction on Sun style Tai Chi. Okay, now as De Chan has rightly described or introduced, Sun style Tai Chi is one of the 5 major styles of Tai Chi in China. And it is one of the unique styles of Tai Chi that not only it has got the Tai Chi principles, but also combine a couple of other internal art to make this style quite a unique style of practice. Now, start with the creator. Let me just see if I can do it like that. Okay, good. Now, the creator is Grandmaster Sun Wudang, who is one of the most skilled internal martial art masters as regarded in China in the recent Chinese history. He started training at a very young age of 12 under some of the great masters in Xingyi, namely Li Kuiyuan, Guo Yunsheng, Che Yizai. All these teachers are some of the most famous Chinese martial art masters in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And then through his masters, he actually started learning also Bagua under Grandmaster Cheng Tinghua, who was also one of the main Bagua teacher in China at the time. So he became highly skillful in the art of Xingyi and Bagua in a few years, due to his highly sort of intelligence and his you can say his natural talent to martial arts. And then he was actually encouraged after learning Xingyi and Bagua by his teachers to travel all over China in order to learn a bit more about the skills and knowledge of martial arts in general. And along the way, he also, in a way, explored some of the very unique Chinese cultural, you can say, things, such as learning astrology, Chinese astrology, because he felt that the essence of the universe, which was very close related to martial practice, and he explored and sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I get a bit.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, may I interrupt a little bit. The screen, the sharing of the PowerPoint has some issue. I think it cannot be showed totally. Maybe just
okay. All right. Yeah. I'll tell you what. In that case, then I will stop. Can you see it like this?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. Some people can see.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Some people can see. Yeah. Okay. So we keep it like that. Then.
Blocked. Yeah. Some parts are blocked. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But it is okay now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he traveled all over China, Shaolin Temple, exploring martial arts, discussing martial arts with Shaolin monks, and explored Taoism or Taoist alchemy on the Wudang mountain, the Wudang, monks. And then also he went to Emei mountain to study Buddhism. And also through the travel, he also studied Yi Jing, the book of change, and discussed astrology with all different types of teachers and masters. So therefore, he actually gained his knowledge not only on martial art, but all other aspects of Chinese culture. And especially that is closely related to the practice of Chinese martial arts. So therefore, he's a very comprehensive scholar with a very high skill in martial arts. Now, in 1912, he met one of the Wu Hao style teacher called Hao Weizhen. And through meeting Hao, he actually learned Tai Chi from Hao Weizhen. So in a way, he actually has completed, he believed, that the study of internal martial arts. So after learning the 3 martial arts and examining carefully of these martial arts and theories, he actually he became convinced really that, you know, these martial arts, although they look different, but they actually complement each other in different ways. So what he did was he felt that there was a need, because he felt these 3 actually families, these 3 martial arts belongs to what he called a family. And then it was a family divided into 3. So therefore, he felt that it was important to put all these 3 aspects back together to create something that is, in a way, he felt completed as a internal practice. So by putting all these unique characteristics and principles of these 3 martial arts together, he created a new style of Tai Chi. And nowadays, we call it Sun style Tai Chi. Okay? Now, what is so unique about Sun style Tai Chi? To understand the uniqueness of Sun style Tai Chi, we need to understand the essence of Sun style Tai Chi. Now, Sun style Tai Chi embodies the yin-yang intercomplementing theory. What it means is Sun style seeks ultimate softness and smoothness in practice. And at the same time, it observes the outer and inner 8 diagram, we call it the Bagua principles, and which will bring about internal and external harmony, stillness in motion. And then once we are able to do that in our practice, we will achieve harmony and integration of the body, mind, and qi. And he also practices or creates his Tai Chi style following Lao Tzu's Wu Wei theory to build a physiological and psychological balance. Wu Wei means that, like, we allow nature to take its course. So we blend ourselves into nature when we practice, blend our mind into nature, so that we don't actually get distracted, or we don't feel there's a desire for anything else. Then these things would not distract our mind and body through practice. Now, also, when we practice Sun style, when Sun styles practice, movements are performed through a mindful suggestion in a natural and unhindered fashion. That means that as we practice the movement, it's not the movement leading the body, it's the mind leading the movement. Okay? And then as we do that, it will result in energy flow and blood circulation are being encouraged. And also functions of various body systems, for example, like digestion, immune system, and all these systems, their functions are being improved. And not only that, we actually will help and block energy meridians to allow energy flow more efficiently. So all this practice basically conform to the 8 diagram and the 5 element theory. This is a part of a very important Chinese culture, especially in astrology and Taoism. Okay. Now, the characteristics of Sun style Tai Chi that even make it unique. I mean, the internal essence, the external essence that forms the very core part of Tai Chi, of Sun style Tai Chi. But then the characteristics, it actually demonstrates all this core essence. And you will find as we go through the practice that movements would combine. You will see the shadow of Xing Yi Chuan, which is swiftness and lineage. Okay, and also it demonstrates the background's agility and the unpredictability of Taijiquan. Okay, so therefore you will also find every time we move, every time we execute a movement, it actually has the yin yang element in each movement, and they are intercomplementing. They're complementing each one. So that's therefore we say we are demonstrating the yin yang theory in our small universe. Okay, and also one of the characteristics of Sun style is it is described as a small frame Tai Chi. That means most of the movements are not as extended as other styles of Tai Chi like Yang style or Chen style. Okay, and then as already De Chang explained, that Sun style Tai Chi is very nimble, and it demonstrates through the stepping method. And you'll find as we practice, every time we move, feet are moving sort of in coordination. For example, as we step forward, the back foot will follow behind. And as we step back, the front foot will retreat to make the movement more, in a way, swift and nimble. Okay? And there's another very good, you can say, characteristics is every time we turn, we actually go into an open and closed hands. Okay? And these movements is designed to help guide the energy flow from one direction to another, and also help us to realign the emptiness and solidness within the body on the body. Okay, and then another characteristic is the stances are generally higher, which can allow more flexible movement, and in a way, in martial practice, quicker response to changes. Okay, so these are the very core characteristics of Sun style. Now here, this is a quick demonstration. You can see my photos there, and you seem to look quite good. Open and close hands. You can see my hands there, open and close, and then a following step. You can see that there, the first one on the left, I step out and then transfer the weight forward, and you see the back foot following behind. Okay, now the next one is high stances, and you can see here, oh, sorry. These stances, many people think, well, high stances, does that mean that you are actually more or less standing up? No, that's not. You still actually bend your legs, but less compared to other styles of Tai Chi or other martial arts, okay? But I will explain a bit more about these high stances or low stances as we go through the practice. Okay, so this is a quick introduction about the history, who created it, and the essence and the characteristics of the style of Tai Chi that we're going to be learning. Okay, so the next thing is, what is it got to do with me and, you know, maybe you guys? How does it connect to us? Many people nowadays, especially in the West, they always talk about, oh, I am a lineage carrier or lineage bearer. And obviously, many people think, oh, you have to be the son or the daughter or the grandson or grandchildren of the creator to be an official bearer or carrier of the style. Obviously, that does not necessarily true, because many great creators of certain martial arts, their children don't practice it. And the style was carried forward by his disciples. And not to say that Sun Wudang hasn't got any children. Obviously, he's still got a few great-grandchildren in China carrying forward Sun style Tai Chi. However, there are some of his disciples and his disciples' great-grand students or grand students still carry on practicing and teaching Sun style Tai Chi, like me and Faith. And so therefore, in the lineage-wise, we can still be classed as the styles, you can say, carrier or bearer, okay? And this is a quick photo to show you our relationship to Grandmaster Sun Wudang. Now you will see, this is a diagram with photos. Don't worry about the people not being circled in, not being squared in red. The top one with a red square is Grandmaster Sun Wutang. Below him is another old gentleman, red square. His name is called Li Yulin. Li Yulin is the senior student of Sun Wutang. As Sun Wutang has quite a number of, you can say, schools or branches in different parts of China. And there were three main people who actually taught on his behalf. You may be interested to know that in the past, to learn from, you may sign up to study with a teacher, but you may not actually learn from the teacher. Very often people learn from the Kung Fu brothers first, the senior brothers. Until they get to a very high level, then they probably would start being taught by the teacher. So the three people who was teaching on his behalf were, number one, his son, number two, his daughter, number three is Li Yulin, his senior student. And in fact, his son and his daughter call him the Kung Fu, the older brother. So therefore, he was the most senior student of Sun Wutang, teaching on Sun Wutang's behalf. And who was he? And if you look to the right-hand side below him, there is another square. That person, I'm sure you would recognize the face. That is Professor Li Deyin, one of China's most respected Tai Chi teachers at current age, really. Yeah. And their relationship is Professor Li is the grandson of Li Yulin. And Professor Li, like many of the Li family children, because at that time, life was hard in China. So very often the father and the uncles were out somewhere working and making a living for to make enough money to feed the family. And the grandchildren, even like nowadays, it still happens in China, will stay with the grandparents. So Professor Li Deyin was one of the children, grandchildren really, who was staying with the grandfather so that the dad and the uncles could go somewhere else to work and, make a living for their family. And if you look onto Professor Li's right-hand side, you see two persons there. The one in the middle is Professor Li's father, Li Tenchi, and the one further to the right is one of China's greatest Grandmaster of Tai Chi, Xingyi and Bagua, and creator of the 24-step Taijiquan, and creator of the 32-step Taiji sword, Grandmaster Li Tenji. So Professor Li was staying with the grandfather, and at a very young age, all the children were required by the grandfather to practice martial arts every single day. And that's how Professor Li learned his trade, you can say, and what it became his trade when he went to university of Xingyi, Bagua, and Taiji. And then from Professor Li, obviously through down to many, many students in China and across the world, because he regularly traveled to the US, to Europe, and obviously come to the UK to teach. And there are quite a number of students, and obviously including me, Tary, and his daughter, my wife, Faye, okay? And in the last nearly 30 years, me and Faye have been traveling with Professor Li to many parts of the country and the world, such as the USA and Europe, even in China. We have traveled and assisted him in teaching. And not only we teach other styles of Tai Chi, like the 24-step Yang style, 32-step Yang style sword, Wudang Tai Chi sword, and we also taught and assist him in teaching on the Sun style Tai Chi. So that is the actual family lineage of Sun style Tai Chi. Okay, so a quick introduction. Hopefully, you get an understanding about Sun style Tai Chi, how it's come about, what is the characteristics and essence in the Sun style Tai Chi, and our relationship to the founder. Okay, so let's get ourselves ready to have a little practice. Okay, if I can get this back onto sorry, I need to unshare this. Well, I need to have I don't know how I did this, but hang on, I need to stop sharing. Okay, good, excellent. Now I'm going to spotlight myself. View, speaker view. I don't know how I get back to the top there. Exit full screen. Okay. No. Speaker view. Okay, good. Yeah. Right. Okay. Sorry about this. I need to find myself first. Okay, good. So normally I will do some warm-up exercise before we start our practice, so that we can avoid, you know, sort of getting injuries and things like that. And but because time is quite tight today, and I would like to introduce. Now the course will run over 6 weeks, but not in a month. Yeah, and we will have the dates hopefully available. I think we have the date. Maybe Dechang could put the date onto the WhatsApp. If not, we will do that when we have a question and Q&A time. Then hopefully we'll get all the dates and put it on the chat, so you can put it pencil in. Now we would also like to ask everyone to sign up, because we are setting up, in order to know who's been to our courses, we'll be setting up an Eventbrite booking system. Very simple, and it doesn't cost anything. It'll still be free, but we would like to know who has signed up and come to our courses. And hopefully you will be informed of future classes as well, if there's any going. Okay, but we will do that in the next lesson. But this lesson will just focus on learning the movement. Okay, good. But before we dig into the movement, let's try to practice a little bit on the stepping method. Okay, good. Get yourself ready, everyone. Feet together. Okay, good. You can put your hands on your waist, or you can keep it down, whichever is more comfortable for you. All right. So what do? We slowly bend our knees and squat down. And then we're going to turn to the left about 90 degrees. And then we're going to raise the left foot, start. And then we're going to turn and step 90 degrees to the side on the heel. And then what do? We transfer the weight forward. And then we step, foot, follow with the back foot. And we're going to step just behind the front heel. And you can see here, I touch down only on the ball of the back foot. The back heel is still lifted off the ground. Okay. Most of the weight are being kept on the front foot. And then we're going to step back with the back foot, sit back, raise the front toes. And then we're going to bring the front foot in. And as we come in, we're going to place the front foot more or less in line, the heel, the front heel, more or less in line with the front toes. Okay, with the back toes, sorry, with the back toes. Okay, so step up, step back. Let's try again. Step up, forward and follow, just behind the back front heel. Step back, retreat, just align in line with the front, with the back toes. Okay, forward, follow. Step back, retreat. Okay, let's do that one more time. Forward, follow. Okay, at this point we hold it here. And what do? We're going to bring the heel, back heel in to form a 90-degree angle with the front foot. and put the foot down. We're going to sit back slightly onto the back foot, and then we're going to gently turn on the front heel and bring the front toes in about 90 degrees. So at this point here, your foot is just a touch narrower than a fist. And then we're going to turn to the other side now, this time to your right. Step out 90 degrees, forward, follow, again, just behind, in line, cross like with the back, with the front heel. Step back, retreat. Forward, follow. Step back, retreat. Forward, follow. Good. Then bring the back heel in, sit back slightly, and then bring the front toes in. Let's do it one more time. Turn, step, forward, follow. Step back, sit back, retreat. Step up, forward, follow. Back heel in, turn, front toes in. The other side now, step, forward, follow. Step, sit back, retreat. Step, forward, follow. Heel in, back heel in, turn, front toes in. Good. Relax. Good. Excellent. Now this is, as I have already introduced, the stepping methods, following steps. Going forward, the back foot follow. Coming back, the front foot follow. Okay, so this is called the following step. And it will be used throughout the whole routine. So it could be something for you to practice at home. Now, what's so good about this? Why do we keep practicing this? Remember, Tai Chi has 4 main functions. I would describe it. The 4 main functions, number 1 is improving your concentration. Number 2 is improving your coordinations. Number 3 is improving your relaxation, to help you to relax. Number 4 is your balance. This stepping exercise actually can get all 4 in one. So don't be afraid to practice, even spend half an hour just going through this movement, to try to connect your mind, your body, and your stepping together. And try to relax when you do it, and try to feel the coordination between the feet, and then try to feel the balance every time we turn and step. We don't want to be very wobbly. Okay, good. Let's start with the first movement. All right. First of all, heels together like this, as we're facing forward. Heels are together. The toes sort of turn to a diagonal position, pointing at more or less 2 corners in the front, to form from the middle to both sides 45 degrees. But if you put them together, it forms a 90 degrees. Okay, so turn 45. So turn 45, and then it forms a 90 degree at the end. Okay, good. The first one, now I'm going to do it as a normal direction, which is to my left. You will be doing the same too. Okay, so first thing first is the right foot, my right foot and your right foot. First, put the weight slightly to your left. Lift your right toe slightly. Turn your body and bring the right foot in, back to straight. Okay, so from a 45 degree angle to the front. That means that you actually turn 45 degrees. And now your body is about 45 degrees to your left angle to the front. Okay, good. Isn't that very easy? This is the first posture. Opening stance. Okay. Taiji. Opening stance. Taichi. Okay, good. Let's do that again. Ready? Heels together. Toes apart. Body relaxed. And then shift your weight slightly, just a touch to the left, so that you can lift the right toes, just a touch to turn. For this point here, the left foot is still at an angle, the right foot is pointing straight ahead. Okay, so if I was to go to do a what we call a mirror version, okay, still doing the same at your side, I'm going to be your mirror. This is now my right. This is my right now. Your right. Although it looks like my left, but now it's a mirror, so this is my right now. Ready? Okay, good. Next one, Yip, tuck the rope. I'm going to show you first, then we can do it together, okay? Raise both arms to about shoulder level, 1. Gently squat down and bring the hands down again to the front of the abdomen. And then right foot, left foot, sorry, your left foot, not your right foot. Left foot, step out and bring the hands back up to just about the diaphragm. And then remember the following step. We move forward, follow behind, and extend the hands forward. Good. Okay, good. This is the first part of the movement. Let's do that together. Ready? Get yourself ready. We're going to start with the first movement. This is your right toes. Right toes in. Second movement. Raise arms. Squat down. Left foot, step out, bring the hands up. And then move forward, extend your hands and follow behind. Good. All right, so it's quite easy. What about the next one? Next one is a little bit difficult because we're not only turning 90 degrees. We are going to turn 90 plus that angle there. Either we would say between 30 and 45. So you'll be turning from this angle, which is your right forward angle, all the way, your left forward angle, all the way to the right side. Okay, good. So how do we do it? Let's try the feet first. Okay, everybody, follow step. Don't worry about the hands, do the feet first, okay? So we're going to bring the back heel in as much as we can and turn the knees out. Good. Then we put it down. And then we're going to bring the left toes in. So now we're looking at this side. And then we're going to step out, forward, follow behind. See? Turning is not difficult. The difficult part is the range of movement. It's such a big turn, all right? From the left forward angle, you're going to turn all the way to the right side. Not angled, but side. Okay, good. Let's do that again. Let's practice the foot. Ready? Follow step. Heel in as much as you can. Open your hip. Put the heel down. And then toes in as much as you can. See, we're already facing the side. Step out. Forward. Follow. Okay, excellent. Very good. Yeah? What about the hand? The hand is a little bit complicated. Now, we make it slightly smaller range, okay? So that we can do it without looking on the side, because then you won't see how we do it, okay? So we're going to turn just from this angle to that angle to emulate the turn. But then we'll learn to use the hand, how it's done, all right? So forget about the bottom now. We've done that. We've learned that. It's quite easy. So this one here, remember we were holding two hands up like this. So what do? We will try to just do a small angle, all right? We turn.
Sorry, Master Tary, I think your voice is lost. We cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now it's okay.
Oh, I don't know why that is.
But it's okay. Just only a few seconds.
You can hear me now, yeah? Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. Just let me know, because sometimes maybe it's because of the batteries running low.
Now it's fine.
It's fine now, yeah? Okay, good. Right, okay. But let me know again if it goes out, then I'll change to another microphone, all right? So from here, don't worry about the bottom. So we're going to turn to the other angle. And what do? I want your left hand, your left, okay? Although it looks like it's my right, but I'm your mirror. So this is your left hand to touch the right pulse. Okay, good. And then I want you to carry on circle a little bit. And then I want you to bend your arms and bring both hands to the front of your right chest, like this. Top hand is the right, bottom hand is the left. Both, they're now are facing forward, okay? So in a way, you can imagine two things. Touch pulse, circle in to the front of the right chest. Right hand over the left. Okay, and what next? Simple. We just simply push forward onto the right, from the right chest, from the right side. Okay, good. Let's do that together. Ready? Turn, touch pulse, circle in, right chest. Push forward. Good. Excellent. Okay, good. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll put the two together. Ready? Touch pulse, circle in, push out. Excellent. So you may ask, do I really need to touch my pulse touch my right pulse? You don't have to. You can have it just slightly off. But we do find that people find it more relaxed when they touch pulse. Yeah, and also it gives them a bit of help as well in a way in execution of the movement. Okay, so I would still suggest when you touch pulse, the belly of your fingertips touch the pulse as if you're a doctor. Yeah, and then come in as you circle in, turn both arms forward and push out. Okay, good. So how do we put the two together? Let me just show you first so you can see, all right? This time we have to have a big range, all right? So from an angle, remember, we turn all the way to the side. So when we touch pulse is when we reach the side. Let me show you. So heel in, all the way as much as you can. Pulse in, touch pulse. Circle out, then back in and step out with the right foot. And then push forward and follow. Okay, That's a bit of a coordination required. Okay, let's do that together. Everyone, are you ready? Healing as much as you can, starting to dominally, sort of like a domino, falling over. And then toes in, touch, pose. Circle in, step out. Forward, push, and follow. Good. This is Lan Jia Yi. This is a big posture, a big movement. Lan Jia.
Sorry, just 5 seconds ago, we lost your voice again.
Okay, give me 1 second. I am going to see if I can change another
choose to okay, I'm using it now. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, now it's fine.
okay. Is that okay like this? Clearer?
Yes, clearer.
Excellent. Okay, good. Absolutely, yes. Okay, let's start again. From the beginning. Heels together, toes apart, body relaxed. Remember, I'm your mirror. So this would be your right. This would be your left. So right toes in. Raise arms. Now you're facing the left ankle forward. Squat and bring the hands down to the front of your abdomen. Left foot step out, bring the hands up. Forward, extend arms and follow. Healing. Toes in, touch pose, circle out and in. Step with your right foot. Push forward and follow. Good. Excellent. Okay. So Lan Jia Yi, this is the posture. Let's do it one more time. Yeah. Okay. Good. Ready? Right toes in. Raise arms. Squat and hands down. Step, hands up. Forward, extend, follow. Heel in. Toes in, touch pose. Circle out. Circle in and step. Right foot. Push and follow. Excellent. Quite easy, yeah? Next one. Because time is quite tight, so we will try to run through this, and then we still have some time to do a bit of quick Q&A, yeah, if there's any questions. Okay, good. Now we'll explore a bit more hopefully when we get to a bit later, when we get more time. All right. The next one is quite easy. Remember we said about opening and closing. That's what we're going to do. Easy. When we hold those two hands, it's just about the width of the head. And then we gently move the hands apart to about the width of the shoulders. And then we slowly bring the hands back in to the width of the head. Okay, you can see here the palm. It's like two magnets pulling away from each other. And then the magnetic field pulls it back in again. Okay. But the question is, how do we get from there to here? Quite easy. Remember, one hand up, one hand down, left hand or right hand over the left. But then we turn 90 degrees back to the front. As we do that, we just simply bring those hands together, facing each other in front of our chest. That's all. Quite easy, okay? One is up and down, but as we come back in and turn, the lower hand rises to the same level as the top hand. And then open. This is one posture. Close. This is the second posture. 开合手, 开手, 合手. Okay, good. Let's just practice it a little bit. Ready? From here, we can keep the foot stay still for now. All right. We'll just do the hands to the side. So turn to the center, hold the ball, open, close. Good. Let's do that again. Ready? So remember, the lower hand, which is the left, rises into the same level as your top hand as you turn your body. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's easy, isn't it? What about a stepping? Stepping is quite easy as well. We've done that. Turning. Okay, so let's do that together. Remember, following behind. So what do? Bring the back heel in, starting to turn. Right toes in, hold the ball. Open. Close and raise your left heel a little bit. Good. Okay, so it is quite easy. Okay, and again, see, a lot of following steps. Okay, let's do that together. Ready? Turn heel in, toes in, hold the ball, open, close and raise your left heel a little bit. Good, excellent. This is two postures. 开合. Okay, good. One more time. Heel in, toes in, open, close. Good. Let's do one more. Next one. Quite easy. Left foot, which the heel is slightly raised, is going to step sideways and angle slightly. Not too much, just a slight angle. As we step out, we turn the palms forward. And then we're going to push to both sides and shift our weight to the left. And then we look to the right hand. Good. Okay, this is quite easy. All right, good. Let's do that together. Ready? Again. So, turn palms, step sideways. 1. Open, push to both sides and shift weight. Look to the right hand. 2. Excellent. Okay. Good. So far it's not too difficult, yeah? This one is called single whip. If you have learned Yang style, you may find this very familiar. Can you recognize this? Single whip in Yang style, single whip and Chen style, single whip in Sun style. Okay, good. But the only thing is, make sure as you push your hands, you imagine it's pushing 2 walls on the side. Okay, good. Let's do it one more time. And then we're going to start from the beginning to there. Okay, are you ready? Step and turn hands. Open hands and shift weight. And bien. Good. Okay, relax. Okay, so as you can see, Sun style is in some way is a little bit simpler in movement because everything is more linear, swift. Okay, obviously there are a lot of essence that we have mentioned that have not yet applied to the movement, because we are hoping to make this course as an introduction, so you get a feel of the style itself, on the movements, characteristics, so that hopefully when we delve ourselves into the style further, then we can learn more in depth about some of the essence. Okay, let's start with the beginning. Are you ready? Remember, I am your mirror. Okay, so this is my right hand or right side. This is my left. Okay, are you ready? Turn the right toes in. Raise arms. Squat and bring your hands down. Left foot step out, hands up, forward, extend hands and follow. Heel in, toes in, touch pose, circle out, circle in, right foot step. Push and forward, follow. Heel in, toes in, open, close. Push hand out, step, open and look to the right. Excellent, good. Excellent, well done, yeah? Okay, good. So we will do this again. This is where I'm going to stop today. So I said 6 postures. Did we do 6? Yes, we did, including the first one. This is Wu Ji Shi. In Sun styles, Grandmaster Sun Wudang call this a ultimate nothing. Heels together, toes apart, body relaxed. This is like the beginning of the universe, tranquil. The focus is slightly, you can say, blurred, and we call it is the undistinguishable void inside. So we're blending with nature and the universe. Okay, are you ready? Taiji, toes in, right toes in. And Taiji, arms up, squat, hands down. Left foot step, hands up, forward, extend, follow. Heel in, toes in, touch pose, out a bit more. Come in, step out with the right foot, forward, push and follow. Heel in, toes in, open, close. Turn palms and step, open, push. Okay, excellent. Yeah, excellent. I hope you enjoy yourself today. And I think we'll still leave some time for questions. All right. And yes, let's see if anybody has any questions. I mean, obviously not necessarily with the movements, but also with the Sun style in general. You can ask questions. That's not a problem. All right. So, right. Let me. Hang on, let me just see.
Yes, thank you very much, Tary. So it's a very wonderful lecture. I hope
you're welcome.
Enjoyed watching. So now, everybody, so now we can go to the Q&A session. We still have some time. So please unmute yourself. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
I saw the chat there. Suzanne asked for the names. That's not a problem. I will give to Deqiang Lao Shi. What we'll do is I'm setting up we should have done it a bit earlier, but because so many things were going on, We haven't managed to do that, but I will set up a Eventbrite booking system. We still like to ask everyone to put their names down in Eventbrite, sign up as usual, as if you're signing up to a course. But again, as I say, it will be free. You just need to sign up and put your names and contact details down so that we know who has signed up. And then that can be done next week. The next session, sorry, not next week, next session. We will give you the login detail or sign up detail next session. And then once you signed up, then we will give you the list and everything as Suzanne suggested, the name list, okay? Anyone has any questions about the movement or? Very good question, Lee. Let me just see what else did you say. Open and close. Do you agree this is the shoulder blades being drawn together? No, and Lee. Okay, maybe you guys might have already seen the chat. Lee Welch is asking 2 questions. Number 1 is the difference between Yang style and Sun style palm. Yeah. Now there is a very slight difference. In Yang style, your hand tends to be just like naturally open with the fingers slightly apart, slightly apart. Okay. This is the Yang style palm. In Sun style, you tend to open your fingers a touch more. Okay. However, they share the similarity, which is the palm, the center of the palm is concave, as if just by chance I've got a basket. Okay. Like this. Okay. This is Yang style. This is Sun style. Yang style, Sun style. Can you see the finger this position? A touch, open a touch more on Sun style and a little bit less on Yang style. But remember, don't collapse them, okay? Because then you won't get the energy to the tip of your fingers, okay? So the second one is open and close. Now, Qigong exercises, we will have that shoulder blade movement to stimulate energy point in the inside the shoulder blades. Places like Gaohuang, Shendao, these major acupoints. When we do this, we're actually stimulating it. But in Sun style, it's slightly bigger picture. We imagine we're holding a Qi ball inside the chest and between our hands. So as we expand, it is the actual ball that we're holding that expands, not the shoulder blade squeezing together. So your chest is expanding like this. And then front and back, like this. Okay, so there's no contracting on the shoulder blades. Okay, 好，请问单边时双脚是平行向前的吗？对。The question from Jasmine is very good. It's about single whip. When we step sideways, what we call a side bow stance. Okay, a side bow stance, which means that one leg at this point here, this one here, the right leg is more or less straight. The left leg is bent. Okay, but what about the foot? Remember, we were like this and we step out. Yeah. So when we step out, this foot can be more or less straight, but the other one has to be a touch angled. Okay, so the step out foot, the foot that step out, 迈脚的那个脚，左脚是有点斜的，带一点斜角，大概是30度左右，So that means that is a slight diagonal foot, the one that you step out, which is your left. Okay, left foot step out at a slight diagonal fashion. So when you do your side bow stance, one foot is near straight, the other one is slightly angled. Okay. Now, obviously, when we say near straight, doesn't mean that you have to be totally straight. You have to be comfortable with it. So it can move slightly, even on your right foot, in order to make the stance comfortable. Okay. Now from the end of 懒扎一, oh, sorry, do your body and feet both turn facing to direction right side 90 degrees. Yes, more or less. That's right. Yes. You will never be 100% like this, but make sure that it's not like that. Okay. All right. So when you turn like this, you turn this, and then you turn this. Ideally, parallel. Okay, from 懒扎一 to open and close. But if this one comes in slightly in or out, it's okay. It doesn't have to be totally parallel because we're human. We can't be 100%. All right, but ideally parallel with about a fist or slightly narrower between the feet of gap. Okay. Okay, what is the weight distribution of single whip? Okay, very good question, Helena. Now, the weight distribution, I would say more towards the left. Okay, so I would say the left will be about 60 to 70, the right will be about 30 to 40. Okay, Paul, no problem. See you next time. Okay, excellent. Any other question, anyone? No? Very good. Yeah. Oh, okay. When we step in, is the front foot drawn to the center? Now, Leo, which step in which way? Which posture you're talking about stepping in?
So
okay, you're going to show me. Yeah. Okay.
On the follow step. So we do follow step. When we do half a step back, is the front foot drawn to the center line, or is it still kind of like on the? Okay, very good question. Yes, yes, excellent. Yeah, very good. Now, when we step forward, it's quite easy, really. I mean, like, what's the width when you step forward between the 2 feet? You can make it simply, a simple way to work out is when you step forward, the back foot step to follow, and the width between them is actually the width of 1 foot. Okay, but now when you step back, it is slightly different. When you step back, and this foot follows, heel more or less to heel, slightly in front of the back heel. A touch wider is okay, but there shouldn't really be, you should be like this. If these are heels, it'll be either like this or just a touch. But remember, not too much. Even when it's in front. If you bring it back, either it's next to each other or with a small gap, but no good to be like this. Okay. Okay. So there still could be a small gap. Okay. It opening and closing, and how far the hands from the chest. Good. Very good question. Thank you. I would say is between 2, no more than 4 inches. Now, when we open the chest, we actually tend to naturally bring the hands closer because the chest expands. But then as we close, the chest concaves. So you'll find sometimes we open the hands a bit closer to the chest. But then as we close, the hand is slightly further away. Okay, so it's no good to keep it like same position. Okay, good. Any other questions? No? Okay, good. I think we'll leave it. Okay. You're welcome, Robert. Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. So I think we'll leave it for today.